150,000 pay-per-view buys. 150,000 pay-per-view buys. That's it. Devin the Dream Haney versus Lomachenko, 150,000 pay-per-view buys. Reported by Dan Raphael. That don't fit for a king. Those numbers don't fit for a top dog. Ladies and gentlemen, look. We all know that Devin the Dream Haney, still lightweight undisputed, still young, still undefeated. A lot of people feel like he escaped the victory versus Lomachenko, in which a lot of people felt like Lomachenko won. People felt like it was a draw. People felt like it was a close fight, entertaining fight. People felt like it was corrupted, robbery because of the game already scorecard of 116-112. Giving a 10 round, drunk. Anyway, but it is what it is. Look, it is what it is, man. Devin the Dream Haney is still champion, still undefeated, undisputed, but he ain't no top dog. I'm sorry, folks. Gervonta Tank Davis that versus Ryan Garcia did over 1.2, 1.3, 1.4 million pay-per-view buys. It was a highly success pay-per-view event on Devin Haney's watch. Because in the lightweight division, Devin Haney, who's undisputed, is supposed to be the top dog, supposed to be the draw, supposed to be the primary fight in that respective division. But Gervonta Tank Davis, who he's just a special fighter, a highlight reel, a human highlight reel in the sport of boxing. Gervonta Tank Davis captivate the imagination, the emotion of the boxing fans like Devin Haney couldn't do. Or certain fighters can't do, but we're talking about this division in which you're the undisputed. You're supposed to be the top dog. You're supposed to be the king. You're supposed to be Mufasa, Simba. You feel me? That's a success. Is this a success? Is 150,000 pay-per-view buys a success? Should have been on free TV, and probably more people would have been talking about it. Now, I feel, look, the success, I say this, the success in the Vasily Lomachenko versus Devin the Dream Haney is because it kept the morals and the principle, whatever boxing has left, right? It's a primary fight in the lightweight division. It's for the belts, it's for the gold, it's for a good accomplishable fight, whoever wins. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't even do better. I don't even think it did better than Bud Crawford versus Sean Porter. You know what I'm saying? Ain't even do better than Andy Ruiz versus Chris Arreola. You know? It ain't do better than that. Wow. I mean, probably the viewership and stuff like that. I know it has a lot of notoriety. A lot of people's talking about it. Probably people catch the highlight reel and things of that nature. But sheesh. Gervonta Tank Davis still the top dog. Gervonta Tank Davis is the ticket seller. Gervonta Tank Davis put butts in the seat, sells out the crowd and things of that nature. I don't think that the pay-per-view numbers is a success. 150,000 is not a success. Put it this way, man. It gotta. We don't even know. Like, the fans don't really gotta care about if it's a success to us and things, because we all saw it, right? We all saw it. So for a boxing community, for us, it's a success that we got to fight for the fans, right? But in turn, maybe the promoters is the one that actually could say if that was success, that was a success numbers for them, or the network. You know what I'm saying? We're not in the business of boxing. We in it for the sport. We're not in it for the business. But of course, the business, they report the business. Now we got to talk about the business, and I don't think that 150,000 is good. You know what I'm saying? For a fight that was highly promoted. Like, there's fights right now that's not even highly promoted right now, but that was highly promoted. They put a lot of money probably in the promotion. Probably they put more, to promote a fight like that. It takes like probably over $5 million or even more. So they spent a lot of money in promoting this fight. And it still did 150,000. Now, there's gonna be people that be like, piracy, and things of that nature. But hey, there was piracy, and Gervonta Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia did great numbers. You know what I'm saying? So what is this going to increase the number? Who's going to be the A side if Devin the Dream Haney fights Gervonta Tank Davis? Who's the A side? Even if let's say Devin Haney want to move to the 140, want to fight Ryan Garcia, because those are his numbers as well. Or maybe we need to look the boxing community, the hardcore boxing, because if people said that this was a hardcore boxing fight or hardcore boxing event, right? That's what they're trying to say, right? A lot of people was trying to downplay Gervonta Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia. That's not. Even Bill Haney said that was an exhibition and stuff like that. That this is the real fight. If this was the real fight, why they so real pay-per-view buys, why it wasn't real, why it wasn't big. And if this was the hardcore boxing fight, where was the hardcore boxing fan to support this fight? And I'm talking about supporting this. I mean, it was entertaining. You know, it did actually, the slogan of the fight was checkmate. It was really a chess match. It really lived up to the expectations. I don't know about it exceeding the expectations, but what we saw this past Saturday was what we paid for. They advertised it, and we got what they advertised. That's one, as a consumer, anything you buy, if they promote something, this is going to be good, this Coca-Cola is good, or this soda, or this food, or this spaghetti, or whatever, and they promote it like, yum. And then you actually go buy it, and they be like, oh, it was worth all my money. Yes, it was worth whatever they sold. And it's hard in the sport of boxing to sell a fight and have that same slogan, checkmate. It's going to be an ultimate chess match. That was an ultimate chess match. It was checkmate. I do believe that Vasily Lomachenko actually checkmate Devin Haney, because if we were looking at that fight, leading up to the fight, who's going to neutralize who, right? We was looking at this very technical way. So we analyzed this fight more technical than emotions, right? So we saw that Vasily Lomachenko neutralized the jab of Devin Haney. The jab of Devin Haney is supposed to be his biggest and special arsenal. He neutralized that. He neutralized the straight right hand, the kryptonite to the southpaw. So Vasily Lomachenko actually neutralized Devin Haney way more than he neutralized than Devin Haney tried to neutralize Lomachenko. He didn't neutralize the movement of Lomachenko, in which he was supposed to. He didn't neutralize the left hand of Vasily Lomachenko. So now people thinking about, damn, what about that if the left hand of Gervonta Tank Davis, that special left hand, connects on Devin the Dream Haney? But we always gonna play that little triangle theory or whatever. People be, look, hey, you know what I'm saying? Michael Garcia got put down early in his career, and then he fought a puncher, moved up 2 weight classes, and he couldn't get put down by Earl True Spence. So we don't have to, it is what it is. I don't think it's a success. But let me tell you something about this. Devin the Dream Haney has earned the respect, though. It might not be pay-per-view success, but he earned the respect. Look at his resume. Look at what he holds, right? So we as a hardcore boxing fan still have to have a standard, and I believe that Devin Haney is setting a standard. Yes, we want to see the rematch with Vasily Lomachenko. I think that he earned a rematch. And I don't even think that Devin Haney, look, I said before the fight that Devin Haney don't have to give Vasily Lomachenko that fight. He didn't have to. You know what I'm saying? Before the fight, he didn't have to. He could go to the 140. He was already undisputed. He didn't have to give the opportunity to Vasily Lomachenko, but he did. But now, like my boy HLD yesterday on my live show said, probably he owes him to himself to give him the rematch. If Devin Haney is about legacy, like he usually say, he said he's not in it for the money. So if it is about legacy, and you had a tough time, we see him in the corner. He's saying basically he already know what I'm doing. That's it. He got me. He got my game plan. What to do, Dad? What to do? I think it's good for Devin Haney to owe it to himself, not owe it to Vasily Lomachenko. Probably don't even owe it to the fans. Owe it to yourself. If you're about legacy and you're all about being the best, give the man a rematch. And I believe that Devin Haney is actually smart enough to go back to the drawing board and switch things up. He's a very smart fighter. I think experience, and it's also the experience. We've seen the lack of experience and the lack of experience in the corner in terms when Devin Haney was probably trying to say indirectly that give me an adjustment right now, because hey yo, and I don't think that he gave him the proper in that sequence before the 9th round. Was it before the 9th round or before the 10th round? He didn't give him the proper adjustment, and then when his son was urging for some type of adjustment instructions, then the 11th round came in. I think Devin Haney really dig deep to level it out back in the 12th round, and that's where you could say that Devin Haney could go back to the drawing board and probably fix some things, and it can actually do good for Devin Haney. If you're a small fighter, this is a great experience. And if people saying that Devin Haney versus Tank Davis, it's going to be tough. If he was getting hit by Lomachenko, imagine, why y'all don't see it that Devin Haney could learn from this experience, tighten up his defense, and Lomachenko was a southpaw, so this was a good fight leading up to a Gervonta Tank Davis. You know what I'm saying? Remember, he got a camp, got a bunch of southpaw. Now he goes to another camp where there's a bunch of southpaw. He fought Jojo Diaz, an Olympian. So the projection, if you see Devin Haney, he is growing. He is growing. He's gonna grow. He's a smart fighter. I think he's gonna be better, even in the rematch if they do. And maybe he's not gonna get put out by Gervonta Tank Davis. I know it's hard for people to believe, but I believe in the skill set of Devin the Dream Haney, that he's gonna learn from this experience and be better. But also, let's not forget that Gervonta Tank Davis is also in his prime, and Gervonta Tank Davis is not ballooning up in between fights. You know what I'm saying? He's as dedicated, he is as seasoned, he is as active, and maybe Gervonta Tank Davis is getting better as well. That's the scary part of Tank. There's a lot of potential fight for Devin the Dream Haney. He's still got the undisputed. There is Shakur Stevenson. I don't see no holes in Shakur Stevenson's game. I don't see no mistakes. I see him. He's the closest perfect fighter that's currently right now, that's showing that he is damn near perfect. I don't see nobody beating him. Look, put it this way. I do not see nobody outboxing Shakur Stevenson in the lightweight division. I don't see it. If he get beaten up, if he get beat, it's because Gervonta Tank Davis TKO stop him or like that. I do not see nobody outboxing Shakur Stevenson. I do believe that Shakur Stevenson, if he fights Devin Haney, is going to be an ultimate chess match as well. It'll probably be similar to probably Lomachenko, but I just think Shakur Stevenson is a better fighter, a better boxer and a better fighter. Got a better inside game, got the whole repertoire, in my opinion. I think he'll beat Devin the Dream Haney. I think that Tank will probably right now still beat Devin Haney. I think Devin Haney he could outbox the Pitbull Cruz of the world. I think so. It'll be tough stylistically. If you're going to stay in 135 pounds, I only see 3 fights: Loma, Tank, and Shakur. If it goes up to 140, it's still going to get dangerous. And look, I'm going to tell you like this. None of these guys could run away from nothing. And we could identify if you running away. Now, remember, if you move up to 140-pound division, he already got the straps to put himself in mandatory position for a Matias fight, for a Regis fight, for the win of Josh Taylor and Teofimo Lopez, for Rolly. Maybe everybody won't want to see that Rolly. You know what I'm saying? The corruption. Shouldn't be a champion, in my opinion. But it is what it is. This is boxing. 150,000 pay-per-view buys. That was his first pay-per-view. It was not successful, but maybe he could grow from this. He's 24 years old. You know what I'm saying? And whatever he's done at the age of 24, a lot of people haven't done in their career, in the history of the sport of boxing. I think we live in the moment, and collectively we don't give credit where credit is due. And the ultimate credit and the ultimate respect, I respect Devin Haney for his resume. I respect him as a seeker of God, Allah. You know, you can see he's growing as a person. We've seen him doing a lot of work in Las Vegas and in Oakland and being a humanitarian and giving back. That's a great thing. He's not getting in trouble. He's not going to jail. You don't hear bad things of him outside of the sport of boxing. So we have to respect that. We have to look at him as a young ambassador to the sport of boxing. I believe he's going to get better. He's growing as a human being. He's making great business decisions, more than even the elite fighters right now. So Devin Haney is actually doing, look, put it this way. Devin Haney has done what even I've been critical of Devin the Dream Haney, because I like exciting fighters. I like the sweet signs. I'm used to the sweet signs being exciting. I call Devin Haney a boring fighter, but you know what? After the George Kambosos 2 and after this fight, he's no longer a boring fighter. I gotta give credit where credit is due. He has answered the bell. He has put away the WBC franchise. He turned email into real champion. He's making great business move. When we say, damn, we got to go to Top Rank, because that's where all the fighters are at. He went to Top Rank. He went out there abroad. He's doing all the right things. It's hard to critique the moves of Devin Haney. So, thank you, Devin Haney, as a boxing fan. You have checked the boxes of I'm not moving the goalposts. I'm not moving the goalposts. You're done. You keep on growing, my brother. Keep on growing. Lomachenko, keep on doing your thing. Gervonta Tank Davis, keep on doing your thing. I love the sport of boxing right now. The young Hungry Lions are doing their thing. June 10th, you got Josh Taylor versus Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez once again risking it. He don't have to fight Josh Taylor, but he's risking it again. But trying to get legacy, trying to get the belts. And then if I believe, now I'm gonna tell you like this, y'all could stay with 150 and be like it's not success. I say that's gonna be successful down the line. Because of Teofimo Lopez, who has a rivalry, father, son, and all that stuff with Bill and Senior. If Teofimo Lopez, which I'm predicting beats Josh Taylor June 10th, Madison Square Garden, Teofimo Lopez versus Devin Haney will be one of the most lucrative fight in the sport of boxing. The biggest fight in the sport of boxing, and the promotion is going to be better than any promotion you could match with. Let me know what y'all think. Subscribe to the channel, smash the like button. Love you. God bless, and on to the next.